Oh, we're live. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Tom. Tom asked if we were going vegan. No, today we're trying to elevate I'd almost say a culinary tragedy of Brussels sprouts. Growing up, I did not like Brussels sprouts at all. Couldn't stand them. And why do you have a number at the end of my? I don't know why that says that, Tom. But as my wife, she loved Brussels sprouts.
I do. I do like them.
And she's sitting back here off to the side, so I'd like to get her to speak up a little bit. But so I didn't start eating Brussels sprouts because I always thought they tasted like dirt. And what I found was if I got the fresh ones or freshish ones, then and I cut the stems off, then I was able to eat them. But I had to do a whole lot of stuff to them. So I wanted to see if I could elevate it enough to maybe make it worthy to throw on your holiday Christmas table as a side dish. Don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I've made these once or twice for the wife with some of the elements, but not all of them. So we'll see what happens. Pretty simple thing. We just got some Brussels sprouts that I've already cut the stems off and cut them in half. These were frozen, so I don't know how well they're going to turn out because they're not going to be as, there you go. So they're not going to be as like crispy, but they're already soft. But I already cut the stems off and half them. And then got to have some cranberries to throw in there to kind of offset the bitterness. Some sliced almonds sounded good. That sounds like a good thing to throw in there. Some balsamic glaze to give it a little zip. And of course, you got to have some bacon. Got about 4 slices chopped up, so we'll throw that in here shortly. But Brussels sprouts are great. Always liked them. I did not. With this new camera angle, I've got to actually take the top off and dance around a little bit. But let's see if we can get this off here. We'll set her down there. So Rusty had complained about the glare, so I hope this is better. It did. The wife can vouch. It did take me a while to figure out how to get the lighting up over here that didn't glare. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And then I got something I want to run past y'all. Let's take it up to, let's go 3 1/4. So while this is heating up, I've got y'all remember the holiday punch? You used to having the great big punch bowls, and they had it was like a Jello mold ice that sat in there, and then you poured in a bunch of Hawaiian punch and 7-Up. It was like a 2 liter in a gallon or something like that, and then somebody would always come by and put rum or vodka in it. Well, I'm going to try that because I want to see if I can make a low sugar version. Thinking ahead for this chili cook-off, I think it'd be kind of neat to have one of those floating around. Does it go with the theme? No, not at all. Not unless I get like put it in a cauldron of some sort. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be something to try. So evidently Hawaiian Punch does not come in a sugar-free version unless you order it online. I did not. But what I found was Crystal Light, sugar-free or zero sugar fruit punch. And it's supposed to be those little packets you put in. There's whatever the nutrition facts. So less than 1 carbohydrate and includes 0 sugar added. So it's supposed to be one of these packets to, I think it's 20 ounces of water. Empty packet into 16 ounces of bottled water, recap and shake. So what I've got is a 20 ounce. So I need to pull some of this out. So hold on a second. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. And we're going to try to make this thing. Now I don't have any ice out here, but that's my fault. So, hope you all can see this. Nope, you can't. Right here. Okay. Let's put this on. Pretty much like that. Shake, shake, shake. I heard a meme, or I read a meme the other day that said, "Why do bartenders shake your drink up above their head?" Because if it was down low,
You just get a bad image.
Yep. So there's that. And then here's 0 sugar Sprite. So I'm going to try to half and half. So let's go. I don't know how much of that. Maybe that much. And cheers. Oh, okay. I can get down with that. You want to try one, Mom?
Sure.
So I went ahead and got Mama a little fancy mug. So let's start with the Crystal Light, and then let's add some Sprite. Should be like a half and half, but we'll see. But I got her the wine glass, that way she would actually try to. What's up, Rusty? Does it remind you of that?
Sort of.
It sort of reminds it. Does it need more?
It's not enough fizz.
Not enough fizz, so it needs more Sprite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's missing like the rum or the vodka.
Oh, she says it's missing rum and vodka. Rusty, listening while driving and service calls. But that's all right. Yeah, be safe, dude. I mean, that's really foggy out. So please tell me I'm not using the drinks with the Brussels sprouts. Absolutely not. This was something that I saw Honey Badger do, and I like where he had his big blue drink, and I was like, ooh, I want to try this. I've been wanting to try this drink for a little while, so that's all. I just wanted to see if, what y'all thought, if we can make this. And I put Mama's in the wine glass so that way she would drink it, and she really likes it. Probably would be better ice cold, but hey, I'm gonna work on that. That's pretty good. Set this up here by Master Yoda. So that was a success. Let's set that up yonder. So that's my drink for today. Thank you, Honey Badger, for the idea of a beverage for the theme show. So I got about 4 pieces of bacon chopped up. Like my Grinch scraper. Picked it up at Hobby Lobby like 2 years ago or last year. I don't remember which. but it's silicone, so it won't mess up my Blackstone E series here. So Rusty, since you're watching from afar, how's the lighting? Because I know we talked about it, and I've done some playing around to get it right. Probably not, but we're trying. Okay. Paper towel.
I could have got you one.
I know. So, Mama, how's your shoulder? The guys aren't really. I've been kind of keeping them up to date. Might talk a little louder. I've been kind of keeping them up to date, but not 100%.
It's not where I want it to be by any means. It's causing a little bit more pain the last few days. So that's it.
Yeah, I know you said you didn't sleep well last night because of the pain. Oh, Rusty says no glare. Had shredded sprouts with pomegranate and nut salad. Thanksgiving. Ooh, that sounds good. Did I see the Ohio State game? Yes. I did watch the Ohio State game. Thank you, Tom. I cannot complain one bit. That was absolutely the toughest defense Ohio State has faced in probably 2 years, if not in a very long time. I can't say anything negative. I've enjoyed watching Indiana the last few years building up their team. So I'm glad Indiana's team's where it's at. You know, the NIL portal is a big deal. It is, it's going to show that some of these other teams, smaller teams, are going to be able to take it. You know, I would not be surprised. My prediction for the national championship is Georgia and Indiana. That's if Georgia plays the way they played against Bama, and Indiana plays the way they just played against Ohio State, that will be an awesome, awesome game. That's my prediction for the championship. Will it happen? I don't know, but they definitely deserve to be there. Indiana definitely deserves it. They're kind of that Cinderella story that everybody loves, but we're also seeing with this NIL portal that, you're getting teams like SMU. Who the heck are they? That are, starting to pay some money, get some good players. Scotty, what's going on, buddy? So I don't know. It was a tough loss, but it was well deserved. I didn't yell and scream a whole lot, did I?
No.
I did cuss a little bit, but hey, we beat T-Tone, and that's all that matters, right?
Absolutely.
So I didn't even get all excited and all worked up. And Scotty's got 2 hockey games today. My daughter just mentioned yesterday that she wanted to go to some hockey games. Our travel plans for right now, Scotty, are a little tanked. So there's no travel plans for us anytime soon. But it would be nice to get up there to kind of see you and hang out and go to a hockey game. Is there a way? I say this, but I know that you probably could. Probably not wise, but to video more of the game, and then that way Cub could see it. But she probably wouldn't watch it. She's been having some issues at work, and I don't want to say issues, just this generation just doesn't want to work. And, I raised her with a different work ethic than what some of these kids are doing, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they're like, oh, well, I don't want to work. I just want to get paid. So then they half-ass do the job, and then it's, why are you mad at me? Why are you mad? But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. If not, well, anyway. So, Mama.
Yeah.
You had your company Christmas party.
I have it this week.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you got that coming up this week. Okay.
Yes, I have one with just the girls from work and one with everybody.
Okay.
They're on different days now, FYI.
Okay.
I want to see about getting a ride to the one.
All right. I'm gonna add some more.
It's out of town, so.
More Sprite. I'm gonna top this off. This is actually really good. I'm kind of digging this little drink. I was kind of like, I don't know, and the wife was like, I don't know, but I'm digging it. You need more Sprite than the cranberry, but it is very reminiscent of that fruit bowl punch. Not fruit bowl punch. What is that? The holiday punch?
Probably holiday punch.
Yeah. So we got our bacon about half done. And I would have added more bacon, but that was my dinner last night. 2/3 pound of bacon for dinner. Yeah, I did. So these Brussels sprouts were frozen. They're still really cold. But they were actually still frozen when I cut them last night. So I did like a whole bag, but so let me throw in the rest of these. Oh, there's the neighbor going to church. What's odd is he's turned like kind of pinkish because they froze. I don't know why they did that, but
oxidation. I mean, it's a lettuce. It's a cabbage.
Yeah, it is a cabbage. So I guess I hadn't noticed it doing, that it would do that, but okay. Nice. Let's see. I never knew grandson playing hockey. I never knew what you're saying. I just pretend to nod and go along. Okay. There's a lot of moisture already in here. So I had a goalie guard right back here that I misplaced. I just saw it a couple weeks ago, and now I can't find it. So I might have to make another one. But let's see. So, Mama, how's therapy going? I mean, I know, but
again, it's not going as well as I want it to.
Yeah.
It's hard when this is what I do. And now I'm the patient and I don't like it.
True. She is not a good patient.
I mean, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I don't like it.
Honey Badger, what's going on, buddy? I decided to take your idea and I made a holiday drink. After your blue drink the other day. This is Crystal Light Zero mixed with Sprite Zero. I'm trying to do like the holiday punch stuff. So Mama has been, we've been all over the place doing holiday shopping. Well, mainly window shopping. I mean, we've done a little bit of shopping, but mainly window shopping.
I like window shop.
Yep. So we've been walking the Christmas aisles. And where's that place we went yesterday?
We went to Peppermint Forest.
Okay, so tell Charlie what Peppermint Forest is.
Just a big Christmas store that has a bunch of Christmas trees decorated, and you can buy all the ornaments. You can buy the trees. They had a whole table of gingerbread houses that I would have bought all of them if I had unlimited funds.
Because right now, gingerbread houses are your thing.
Yes, I like them.
This for Tom. You see this? Pulling out the old Brutus.
I'm going to make the kids make them when they come home this week.
Yep, Pay's supposed to be back in town
Wednesday.
This week, Wednesday. Cub's still around, but she's been busy between the job, which changes every freaking day, and work or school. She's been going to doing her schooling. Probably don't need a lot of salt, so I'm just going to put a little bit on. Set that up here by Master Yoda. Yoda got him a little hat yesterday. And I know this camera here is freezing a little bit. This one. But because it's not on Wi-Fi, it's on. And this is like a dead zone in my garage. But
I did order the kids' Christmas ornaments last night.
Oh, okay.
Because I still need to find.
And we can talk about it on here because they don't watch.
Well, Peyton could, but so it's tradition for us to buy the kids a new Christmas ornament. And so I used to buy, the icicles with their names on them. But then that kind of burned us in the tail. So I had to switch the ornaments.
Now, explain why that burned us in the tail.
Because all these, I'm going to call them strays, would come here.
So the kids' friends
and we love them.
The kids' friends are their significant others at the time.
And so after a period of time, we bought them all their own icicle name ornaments. So now I have 3 icicle name ornaments in the closet that will no longer go on the tree. And I don't like that. So when Jordan came, I said I need to get him an icicle. And you said, no more icicles. We have too many strays in the ornament box. So we got new ornaments with their names on them last year, but I didn't love them. So this year I got a different ornament with their names on them. But I have to also get their ornament that symbolizes their year.
So I collect when we were going to Oak Island, like the last 2 years, and when we go to Edisto or any beach really, I collect. I'll go out and walk the beach and I'll look for shells. Which
is funny because I got yelled at for bringing lots of shells home, me and the kids.
But I do stuff with them instead of just.
Ours are decorated. They're just out. They're out in a big bowl.
So what I started doing was I would make them into ornaments. So I'd drill a hole in them, and I'd put in a piece of ribbon or, one of those wire hangers or whatever, and I would write on the inside or along the outside somewhere, what beach it came from and what year. And then if people were with us, that would go in their stocking. So that way they had a cool little memento from the year prior.
Right.
So I've got a few of those to do.
Last year I got Peyton a cookie tray because she was stress baking because of school. And Nolan was working as an assistant for the elderly. So she got one that related to that. Jordan worked with pool, so he got one like that. I need to find those ones this year. And because I didn't go to the Christmas show because of this. And I didn't find any at Christmasville here in town. And I didn't find any at the Peppermint Forest. I am still on the daggone hunt.
And I don't know about y'all, but Hobby Lobby's got I don't know when it became a thing, but it's like that metallic.
It's always been a thing, and I don't love them because they're glass. Yeah,
the metallic ones that are just the paint, the colors are all metallic. I don't like those, but
they're all glass, and that's the thing I don't like. Because I'm really kind with our ornaments, and knock on wood, I haven't broke one in all of this time. However, I don't just want an ornament full of glass.
Yeah.
So I'm on the hunt for this year's ornaments. And I could go to Bronner's, but I'm going to pay crazy shipping at this point.
Yeah, Bronner's website, they're up in Michigan.
They're up in Michigan, and I love Bronner's, but that's an issue.
Mom used to stop every year on so we used to vacation at a lake, a man-made lake up in Michigan, called Elk Lake. It was just outside Traverse City. My grandparents found it many moons ago. And that's where we grew up vacationing. That was the one vacation we could guarantee we were going to. And Mom found Bronner's, and she got to where her leg would give her problems, so it would swell up, and then it would take all weakness from sitting in the car too long. But she ended up. They would drive up to there, go to the Bronner's, stay the night at a hotel, and then finish the drive. Because it was like an 8.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
9 hour drive. And with kids, it was like forever. So, these are crisping up really nice.
So I'm on the hunt for those.
And we've started car shopping for the Cub.
Oh my gosh, it's a pain in the tail.
I don't know if you guys have done any car shopping lately, but the cost of cars, even though it's come down, it's still crazy. I mean, they still want like $6,000 for something that's like 200,000 miles.
Well, and okay, you can get on Marketplace. Yes, you really can. And I have been trying. But so far, I've gotten one email that said that they have a sob story of how they just got divorced and have 12 kids, and they're living with their parents in Nebraska. But if I sent them a money order, they would make sure I could see the car. No. Or all these people who have no information on their profile, I just kind of think you're kind of a scam.
Yep.
So
I get that.
It's trying to find someone that looks like they have a life, or somebody I know, somebody who they know, or something that just makes me think, okay, maybe I've missed 2 really good cars just because I wasn't the first person, and I would have trusted from what I saw these people, and they were very kind answering all my questions.
Yep.
So it's just kind of frustrating. And then all the cars there, I mean, the miles aren't horrible, but then I'm like, are those real miles? Did you turn it back? Did you roll it? Because y'all have a name I can't pronounce, and that's not me being mean. That's just me being honest. And all the letters should not go together to make a name. At least none I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of things. So, I don't know. You don't know who to trust, and you don't know whose heart is in a good place. Because I think we try to have our heart in a good place. I don't know. So it's just tricky.
I agree.
And she doesn't know. She's like, here, look at this one, and it's a manual. She doesn't know transmission. I'm like, you can't drive that.
Yep.
Or this has a salvage title. I've heard they're harder to insure. I don't know. I've never done that. So, I don't know. Trying to find something we think that could last a couple years.
Because the idea, I mean, Charlie and Tom, you guys know, get a fishing lure, take off the hooks, and tie some tinsel to it. Boom, Christmas ornament. So
incorrect.
No, you're right. That is a good way to do that. Only the boy doesn't really fish.
He fishes with his family, not with you. It's a fishing event. It's not I'm going fishing today.
Yeah, it's like when they're on vacation, then this is what you do while you're camping, not because it's Saturday.
Correct.
So, but what I am going to do, and I need to set aside some time to actually get it done, is I painted, several years ago, I was painting lures, and I've got a bunch of ones that need like sanded down and then repainted, because my godson, I made some for him, and they were like bass colored bluegill, and the bluegill ones he really liked, and he caught a lot of fish with them. But his favorite one he lost. It was a little 4-inch deep diver, and he really liked that one, and he lost it. Got hung up at their pond, and so he was. I heard from his dad and his grandpa, which is my uncle, about how much he was upset about that. So I'm going to take some time and do that, and then maybe get out the fly kit and tie up some jigs. Because I was doing where I would tie up the jigs, I would paint the jig heads to look like, Bengals helmet or an Ohio State helmet, putting the stripes on it, which was very tedious. And then I would tie, like the skirt to make it look out of deer hair or whatever kind of hair that I got from Bass Pro or Cabela's, whichever one was closer. Jan's Netcraft up in Ohio, I ordered a lot from them. But I've got a whole bag full of stuff. So I need to get that out and actually tie up some little poppers and some jigs for him. I think he would like that. It's just time. And then, it's that, hey, my godfather's cool as all get out. Look what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got that coming up. So, but I think I want to do that during my other channel, kind of like this is what's going on while we conversate, or talking head type deal, going over some stuff, which I've been very lax on that channel. I need to get better at it.
I hear that.
But yes, cool. I tie jigs. I'll be doing that all winter. Cool. It's been a while since I've done it. I'm not real good at it. Like, I'll start out with like, I'm going to make I'm going to make this or I'm going to make that. And then once I get about the third wrap into it, I'm like, yep, let's call it audible. Let's do what we want. So, but I mean, I'll tell you what though, it is a really cool feeling to make your own lure, tie a jig, and catch a fish on it. I remember the first time that I tied some jigs and I was fishing at my grandma's pond, and I caught this. I was using a fly rod, which I'm not good at fly rods at all. I'm terrible. So it was Grandma walked up, and Grandma's got, you don't mess with Grandma. So she walked up, and she wasn't scared about the fly rod at all. I was, and I was slinging it. But she was, walking up, and she said, "What in the tarnation are you doing?" And so we got talking, and I caught one while she was standing there, bluegill on a fly rod with my homemade jig, and she was like, "What is that?" And I said, "Grandma, I made that." She said, "You did what?" I said, "Yeah, I made this jig. I bought the jig head, I painted it, and I did all this. I tied it and all that." And she was like, "Wow, all right. So you're not just an idiot with a beard." I'd say a pretty face, but you got to know my grandma.
Okay, I say we stop looking for a car and we look for a puppy. Look at this bulldog.
Oh my goodness. So I had made the comment, so you guys know my R1 pup passed away. So we've been a few months, and my lad has been.
He's sad. He misses his buddy.
So he goes outside and he just barks, and it's not even like a mean bark or somebody's walking, or it's not that kind of bark. It's the, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody. Where are you at?" And so this month, I don't know the exact date, but this month he turns 14. So he's a lonely old man, or lonely old pup.
Yeah.
So I made the comment that I've been kind of entertaining the thought of a puppy, because I've been watching this guy, Chrome, he used to be Van City Van Life, but since he started doing his new van, he lives in a van full time up in Canada, and get a Schnauzer or a French Bulldog.
Oh, that's the one I saw. I saw a French Bulldog.
So I've been watching him, and he has a Bulldog, and then he got another like Bulldog puppy. And I mean, yeah, it's nice, but I don't know if I'm ready for all that. And of course, the wife's like, "It gives me something to do," because she has no hobbies. And this is not a dig. I don't mean this as a dig. Ooh, that smells good. I'm actually going to cut this off and let the residual heat tack this up. And I don't mean that as a dig, but she went from raising kids, to starting a second career, and like changing careers, and then to cancer housekeeper. Is that the right word? Caregiver.
Thank you.
Caregiver, to changing careers again, which sucked, and then back to mom, and then now she's kind of mom,
but I can't do anything, even if I had a hobby. Like, I can't work out right now, which I like to do. I can't do.
Well, you're more like so with your job, you haven't found a thing to make a hobby.
Right. Well, I work and then come home and I try to work out. which I can't do.
Yep.
And that's been almost 2 years. So after you do all of that and keep up with the house, then there's not a whole lot of time left.
Right.
Like I like to sew, well, I can't do that. I like to do that kind of, but I need hands. I only have one hand.
Right. And she's finding a lot of stuff that she can do too, that she can't do one-handed. So she gets frustrated and
then I get irritated.
Yep.
Because I don't like to ask for help.
And then she doesn't feel good on top of that because it's really sore. So it's just a mess. So tell them a happy thought. Something good that's happened other than Hallmark has Christmas channels. Why get another Sprite?
Something good that has happened. Lee has been very good at nurturing. Shocking. But he keeps up all my medicine and my ice and all of that. He's done a great job. Look, you're back.
Yep. I just want to run in to get another Sprite. I really like this drink. I don't know about, what do you think of it?
It's fine. I don't love Hawaiian punch or fruit punch.
Yeah.
So for me, it's fine. It's good. It's not something I would drink all the time.
Yeah, and we drank a lot of Hawaiian punch growing up.
I did not.
So I'm trying to. The goal for this next year is to, not be so self-destructive. And I know, whoa, what? This isn't that kind of channel. I know, and I do. I'll get into that later. But that's so by trying to find some of the things from the childhood or whatever that was absolutely nasty for me, health-wise. Try to make it not as bad. Now, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. So this is cooling down some. So I know we're early, but we can go ahead and plate this up. That didn't work. But y'all like the mukbang type deal, I think. But nobody watches to the end anyway. See, there I go, self-destructive again. Trying to get down on myself. What do you think of that? Could that maybe make your holiday dish? Nice little side.
I want you to figure out how to make them with the sweet thyme.
Oh, okay.
The ones that I had at the beach.
Okay. There you go, Mama.
I don't want that many, but just you set it there today.
Eat what you can. I'm going to get mine ready for a photo shoot. So the ones you're talking about were like the sweet chili?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Need to find like a good sweet chili sauce to make. Because you said you wanted that on chicken.
I love that on chicken.
Like chicken nuggets or whatever. Mm-hmm. What was that? Charlie, if you watch to the end, then you're fantastic. You're awesome.
They're a little vinegary.
Okay.
Which I don't think I like.
You don't think you like? Do you want more balsamic? Or is that the balsamic glaze?
No. I think it's I think it's just they've been frozen and thawed.
Okay. So it's the
I think it's the
More
brussel
the-
itself.
more the texture. Okay. I will try
Because they're
yours.
not as fresh as. It's kind of like how it has like a bittery taste, not because the Brussels aren't cooked, but I think it's the oxidation of the Brussels that we talked about, like being a cabbage, and you know how it kind of has that different taste
Yeah.
after it gets that oxidation. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
Do you taste it?
Yeah, it's kind of in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's enough.
It almost needs a little bit of sugar.
Something.
Something to sweeten it up.
So I don't know.
Was it a good attempt?
It was a good attempt. I'm not angry at it. It's just.
I think if they would have been fresh.
It would be a different taste.
Yeah.
A different flavor.
Yep, I think fresh would have been it. But this is what I had, so.
Well, no, I understand that.
No, yeah. But I don't think, I mean, the texture-wise you get, I'm watching Nobody 2 this afternoon. You guys are awesome, man. I'm just saying.
Jan said roasted are the best. Brussels sprouts on Facebook, even burnt a little. She is correct.
Yep.
We like them with that crispy. I think that's also, it looks crispy, but it's not.
No.
And I like that crispy char
Mm-hmm.
because it adds that.
Yeah, a little bit of depth.
And I love Brussels, but
Put
I like them like that.
chili crisp and La Choy sweet and sour. Chili crisp, huh? Okay.
Because I either like my Brussels crispy like that, or I like them soft with butter.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't like them a lot of other ways.
And it could be that I need to watch the first someday. It's on Netflix. Oh, Nobody 2 this afternoon. Oh, okay. So it's a show. Not trolling Rusty first thing Sunday morning. Has me through. Oh, yeah. He had to work today. So, but like texture wise, you don't get. It's not all mush because of the
No, it's
almonds.
not. It's not all mush. It's
And
just
I think the cranberries when
they cooked.
when they heated up, they kind of leached out some of their bitterness. That's where I think I should have used raisins. Or those cran
you
raisins.
can use cranberries in here. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's not my favorite way.
Okay.
That's all.
So I mean, you see some of the burnt stuff, edges. It's okay. I think if you had a little more cranberry sauce to go on it, mixed with the glaze, it would be really good. It does have a vibrant pop though, which is odd because it's got the kind of a tart. It is interesting.
So yeah, it's just one of those, hon. That's all.
Not mad. I'm not turned off of them as I was like growing up, where it was just the sprouts rinsed and then thrown in butter, or the only way we could eat them was a cheese sauce, the Green Giant with cheese sauce.
No, I don't like them like that. I like them with butter, and I like them crispy. And luckily, there's a lot of places around us that make them like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's lovely.
Mm.
I think we're just going to have to go back to the beach so you can taste what I tasted so you know how to recreate it.
I have some wonderful fellows here that'll help me give me ideas for chili sauces and Rusty
Okay, well
would
then
hate it.
maybe I just need to go back to the beach and I'll just bring some home.
Just an FYI, Rusty would hate it.
Yes.
One, because it's Brussels sprouts. But I don't know. I'm actually really digging it. The more of it I eat.
See, yeah, I was like, meh, meh, meh. That's how I felt. Very good attempt, but that's what I got.
And given that if it was fresh, not frozen, I think if we would have been on it. But hey, whatever. It's the healthiest dinner. Breakfast. So, Honey Badger, what are you making today? Because he goes live in just a little bit, Mama.
Okay.
This lady on Instagram I've been watching whenever I get on Instagram, which is very far in between. She does sourdough stuff, like sourdough breads. And, she does that where you carve words into them, and then when they bake, the sides open up and you can see the word.
Right.
Pretty cool. And then she's been doing, she did a tie-dye one. I didn't see how it turned out, but she put food coloring into her starter. And then that way when she bakes it, it would be tie-dye on the inside.
Right.
I didn't see how that came out. I'll have to go look for that.
Well, your kid might be bringing home her starter. I'm not sure. I have a feeling she'll be baking when she comes home.
Probably because she stress bakes a lot. And that's what she does.
An exams will be over. She has exams this week, so please send her good vibes. She has exams this week, and then we are down to the last semester of college for her.
Imagine. Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, last spring, she met with her counselor to find out if she could graduate early. And they said, nope, can't be done. Turns out she only needed 3 classes. Like next semester, she only needs 3 classes. She could have done it.
So it was almost like they were trying to secure.
I don't know. But,
you get into all the conspiracy theories.
But it worked for her because they are offering the public relations course that gives her initials behind her name and a certification in the spring. That would not have been offered prior to this semester.
So it's almost like
she would have had to go to a different college to take that.
Okay, so it's working out for
It's working out for her. It took a little heartbreak to get to that point. A little like mini meltdown and mom, this is horrible, crying day. But she'll take that in the spring. She'll get a certification that gives her like special letters behind her name that will help her in the PR world. Which I don't know those letters because I am in the medical field, not the PR world.
Sausage stuffed biscuit gravy dippers. That's a mouthful, man. Yeah. That's a mouthful, dude. That sounds wonderful, though. There we go. So, James, how about we do kind of a maybe we both make something the same. I'm thinking of doing Who hash and Grinch biscuits next week. I'm kind of throwing it out there. What do you think? You be down to making your version of who hash and Greg's biscuits? Homemade biscuits. And a who hash. Because, you know, you kind of do this, well, what's a who hash? You know, if, you know, we have corned beef hash, which is made from beef, and then you go through the process of corning it. What is who hash? Is it who? The who's, are they cannibalistic? Is it just the name brand is who? Like, you know, it never says. So you kind of think that it's just a whatchamacallit, like that's the company's thing is they're calling it who hash instead of being actually made of who's. But it doesn't say what it's actually made of. So a little bit of research that I've done, very limited, quick Google search last night, said basically I guess there's a place in Disney. Is it Disney?
I don't know.
There was a place that makes it, and they serve it, and it is in a tin can. It comes in a tin can, and it's hash brown. Oh no, I'm sorry. Tater tots. You take your corned beef and you only cook it up to 150 degrees, and then you chop it up and you throw it in there and you saute it and everything, and then it's you make a cheese sauce. So basically, you're making a bechamel, and then you mix it. You incorporate all three ingredients and stuff it into a can that is red and has white who hash on it. So, I don't know. I don't know if we'll go that route or what, but I don't have a corned beef, and right now corned beef is astronomical.
Right.
So, so I do have a brisket, but I don't know if I'll get around to getting it cooked by that time. So let me set this down here. I'll probably pull this in, just get it like that. Maybe like that. Set this up here. Y'all get to see me try to, instead of watching us eat, you're gonna watch me nanny. I don't know that song. Okay. There we go. How does that work? Okay, so now I'm going to cut this camera off and take a picture. So, remove, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, camera, spin it around. Looks can be deceiving. All right, cool. All right, so you got anything else, Mom?
No.
No. So, guys, did we level up our Brussels sprouts? What do you think?
Yeah.
Are they better than the Brussels sprouts you grew up with?
Yes.
Wasn't very convincing.
Well, the idea is better. How's that?
Okay. How was your holiday
Is
drink?
that-
Better than I first explained?
Yes. But mind you, I again do not like fruit punch.
Right, but you would want vodka in it. So
I would just take the vodka with some ice and some water.
true.
You can leave out the punch part.
So of the two, which one did you like better?
The drink.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you for attending and showing up.
And I love Brussels. It's just, you know.
Yep. Do them from fresh. Be good. So let's. So I'm gonna do some more research on who hash and see if we can't make something up. I've got a really good idea for Grinch biscuits. So that'll be on next week. I'm throwing it out there now. I don't know if we'll do the E series or if we'll go back to the cast iron. I don't know. This is kind of fun because it's different and nobody's doing this. So, but all right, well, let's get out of here. Let me move this up. All right, y'all. So that's all I got this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all remember there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week. Mama?
Bye.
Bye.
I'm staying.
Oh, yeah, you're staying.
I'm staying.
Have a great week, everybody. And go check out James in about an hour. Let's be careful out there.